What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Offsets. You're probably wondering why we're not in our studio today. Well, our studio's actually haunted, and there's no way I'm going in there. But we're going to do a show from outside today. It's going to be really exciting. And get this. Hey, Sarah. Aren't you Sarah Dunsworth from the movies?
Hi.
I'm Tyler Burns. Do you have a couple of minutes? I don't know where you're headed, but I was wondering,
Sure.
Can you do a quick interview with us?
Sure. What's it for?
Oh, don't worry about it. Come on upstairs. All right, Sarah, thanks for coming up. I know you're busy. We're just if we can just have a couple of minutes with you, I'd love to chat with you about some of the things you're working on. Everybody that's watching this right now, they probably know you from...
Trailer Park Boys?
I was going to say Treevenge, but okay. No, you're right, Trailer Park Boys.
I wish people would know me from Treevenge other than Trailer Park. It's more
Really?
fun to be all gory than it is to, be mincing around with lots of makeup on.
Before we get to that, I do want to talk a little bit about some of the things that you work on that people may not know that you do. Let's start off with the whole wrestling thing. How did that come about? Tell us a little bit about that.
Wrestling came about. My father and I were approached by a group of wrestlers, Peter Kingman Smith, Rick Trash Canyon Doyle, Gary Wildman Williams, and Duke McIsaac. That's his wrestling name too. And they wanted us to appear. I think they just wanted us to be in their show. They were making a sort of a documentary about themselves, and I honestly don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden I was like, sure, I'll produce this show, let's make one. So I spent a couple years following these wrestlers around. Sorry guys, but they're fucked. Wrestlers are fucked, and it became too much for me. So I pulled out right before we signed a deal with the Fight Network.
Oh, that sucks.
No, I knew about it,
Oh.
and actually Peter was really mad at me, and he's 6'5" and like 350 pounds, and it was kind of scary telling him I didn't want to do it anymore. But they found a really great guy to take over, Greg Hemmings, who I think was much more suited to what they wanted, and the product is out. You can watch it. I think it's called Wrestling Reality now, and it's great. So they got what they wanted, and I was done.
This is something else a lot of people that are watching this right now probably don't know, is that you do a lot of behind-the-scenes work. In which capacity do you feel more emotionally attached to a project? Is it when you're behind the scenes, or is it when you're in front of the camera?
It's a whole different thing, and Trailer Park, working on Trailer Park is different as a crew member and a cast member than a lot of other stuff. It's a lot less traditional, and it's a smaller crew. People actually work, I know people think it's easier for us, but it's harder. People work longer hours, it's really hard. We have less people to do the same job. I feel emotionally attached to things when it's something I actually care about, which often I don't. You work on a movie of the week and you don't give a shit, really. Like, I don't care. I worked on a bunch of Harlequin romances that I had a great time working on them. Like, loved the crew, loved my team, but I don't really care what the product is like. So it's project by project. I mean, it's not the acting that makes me feel emotionally attached. It's the quality of who I'm working with, and Treevenge is a good example of, I wanted Treevenge to be amazing, and it was amazing. And it, when you see the final product, it's like you can be really proud of that because you put so much into it. I didn't just act on that; I also helped out behind the scenes. So, I feel like I really put some of myself into there. When I'm just making call sheets for a big show, it's
Yeah, definitely.
there's no emotion there.
So the short
It's just
films,
a job.
a lot of times because you're more involved in the short film, is it more you're more attached to that? Is that
Yeah, and we always say you do it for the love or the money, and it's not usually both. So
right?
yeah, unfortunately.
And in Treevenge, you actually worked with your sister, right? That's
My sister Molly Dunsworth is a very talented actor,
and you're probably not used to working with a family member on a set.
except for my dad who plays Mr. Leahy.
That's right.
No, I work with my other sister Zoe all the time too, and everybody in my family acts. My brother's really, really talented. He doesn't want to do it anymore, which is really too bad. I love working with my family. It's great.
Who's the most talented of the family?
Everybody's talented in different ways, but it's it's kind of hard sometimes having my dad as your dad because everything you do is second best. Oh, that
Right.
sounds so sad. No.
We'll edit that out.
No, I don't care. He can do anything. He does sculpture work. He paints. He makes little carvings. He's a really talented actor. He can direct. He can do everything.
There you go. He plays, was it cribbage or something like that too?
He plays a lot of Scrabble. He's a
Scrabble, that's right,
champion.
yeah. Is he actually
I
a
beat
Scrabble
him at
champion?
Scrabble though, and he was like, "Oh, that one didn't count."
Why didn't it count?
I can't remember.
Okay. So you've worked with a lot of people over your career, and 7 years? Well, maybe 8 years on the Trailer Park Boys, or 9?
I think it's been 10. It's 10
10.
years from beginning to end. Yeah,
Wow.
it's because it started. We're 2009 now, so we started in '99, so it's been 10 years. We
Wow.
did either a series, a special, or a movie every year, but usually not 2 in 1.
Right. So let's talk. Being the daughter of a famous actor, is that probably, did it open some doors for you at all, or was it more of a hindrance because people were like, oh, she's only here because she's, there's her last name? Was it difficult to overcome that, or was it easier because doors may have been open?
I have no idea. When I started, actually the first thing I ever did was I acted in a play here at Neptune, and that was definitely because my dad knew the director, and he was like, oh, we need a 9-year-old, yours is good.
You started at the age of 9.
I started young. Well, that was the first production I did, but I read The Night Before Christmas on TV when I was 5.
Wow, I remember that. That's great.
You weren't born.
That's true.
It's nice of you to say, though.
So, Sarah, you worked on Treevenge. Tell us a little bit about Jason Eisner and how you got set up
Hey,
with
Lucy! Look, it's Lucy.
that. Is that Lucy?
Come here.
Is that Lucy? That's Lucy from the Trailer Park Boys.
It's almost like we planned this. Come up.
Come on up. Let's go around the corner. Oh my God, we're going to be joined by Lucy. Do you get along with her?
Get ready to have everything taken over by Lucy.
All right, so we were just conducting an interview with Sarah Dunsworth, and sure enough, we look down on the street. Who do we see but the legendary Lucy Decoutere? I hope I pronounced that properly.
Not even fucking close.
It's
All
pronounced
Say
How
that
you
again.
say
All right.
It's weird. I speak many languages: French, Vulcan, whatever.
Vulcan. I don't even know what that is.
I'll show you later.
Okay. Is that a problem though? Like the fact that you guys use your names, like everybody knows your name now on the street. They can yell your name. You don't know if they're your friend or are they just one of the millions of people that saw the show. Does that ever get tiresome at all?
It's a problem for me because I'm an elementary school teacher.
Ah.
So students are like, Lucy, and I'm like, yeah, how did you know? Oh, yeah. My name is Misty, whatever, Lucy. And then I'm like, I am going to fucking kill you because if administration in certain schools hear them using my Christian name, then they have a proverbial.
Oh, really? You're not allowed to do that?
No.
Oh, that's stupid.
Gay.
Yeah.
Someone say, no offense to all the gay administration, please.
No. And we'll edit that out. We don't want you to get in trouble.
I'm not, no, it's not a question. This is a fact. I'm not
Okay.
to use my
Yeah,
Christian
Lucy,
name.
you wouldn't want to get in trouble for saying
No,
something
it was the
shouldn't
comment you
have
said after that. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get fired.
No, you
for
wouldn't want to get fired for saying something
that has nothing to
inappropriate.
do with fucking anything. Last
Right.
year, there's an article where I used the word fuck a couple of times and the word tits, and not long after that, I was fired from my position at a private school, and the newspaper heard about it and presumed that I was fired for swearing. But that would be illegal for them to fire me for swearing in a totally different environment that had nothing to do with school.